Hi guys, good day. I'm laughing because today we have a lot to discuss and the internet is shaking. I've been watching and reading a lot of things on the internet all these days, about VDM, Very Dark Man, and B Lord. These are Nigerians and these are, I'll call them public figures and of course influencers. We all know who VDM is. We all know, maybe some people know who B Lord is, but I think VDM, we all know him and what he's been doing and his activities. Let me just highlight what's been happening between the two of them. So they've been having their beef anyways for some time now. And Very Dark Man is that person that if you come for him, as he's always saying, you are the victim. And if he comes for you, you are the victim. Years back, B Lord and Very Dark Man started a problem. They had their issues on social media as they've been beefing each other. And B Lord said a lot of things. I think that touched VDM very much. Maybe his family and all of that. And when you say some things to the Very Dark Man and you people have a beef, if he decides to be on your case, he will not leave it. And he promised B Lord that this war that they have is going to end when he wants. And I remember very well. And he said, when you come for me, you are the victim. When I come for you, you are the victim. All the same. And this has been on and off, to the extent where B Lord was buying his telephones from China. He's a business guy. He bought his phones from China and advertised them. The price was almost 400 and something thousand naira. And Very Dark Man saw it. He was so angry because VDM is that person who will fight or want to challenge anybody who wants to do something like he's taking too much from the people. And so he went to China and made some contact with the phone companies that were making the phones. And they made the phones and they were shipped to Nigeria. And he sold them at 280,000, 270,000, I think, something like that. And at the end of the day, B Lord was very angry. A lot of B Lord supporters, of course, were angry. And let me tell you, this very issue of VDM and people, once he has an issue with you or you have an issue with him, the person that's having issues with VDM, the followers, they will have people who will support them in order to bash at VDM, because there are a lot of people who do not know they don't like VDM at all, and they do not know how to even get to him in order to talk, to say whatever they want to say to him, for him to get angry or whatever. So a lot of people that are not liking VDM, once he has an issue with somebody, all these people would rally behind the person and start insulting. So recently with this issue, B Lord got up one morning, because he's that guy who does apps and all of that. He's a tech guy anyways. And he created an app, and he developed an app with the name Rattel. Now, Rattel is, of course, it's not like anybody owns Rattel. Rattel is an animal, So VDM took this name because of the way people come at him and people attack him or people hate him and he fight people and nothing shakes him. So he looked at the Rattel and said, this is something I can use because it represents my personality and my energy, And so that name he has been using, he has a lot of followers, millions of followers, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. And they have been doing a lot of activities under the name Rattel. So for B Lord to see that he thought this was the way he was going to break the Very Dark Man with, making an app and then saying he has legalized the app, he has registered the app, the trademark, the Rattel. The app is for telephone gift card. And so he said he has created his app and he has trademarked the name Rattel. And for VDM to use that name again, he will have issues with him. He will need to get to him. And I was laughing because VDM came out. First of all, he did a video and He just said, I heard somebody has trademarked rattle, and he was playing with the rattle, of course, the animal itself. At the end of the day, he made a second video where he was really talking with some kind of, remorseful way, as if he's begging B Lord. I was laughing simply because people do not know who VDM is. I know that guy. I mean, I followed him. It's not like I know him personally, but I've known the way he does his things. For VDM to back down, just know I don't know what can happen, but he would always be very ready for anything, and he is always he protects himself from getting into trouble. So he did this video and was really, really talking as if he was even crying, begging, and and a lot of people were like, "Oh, they have gotten you this time. You're going to read one or two." And I was laughing because VDM is not that person who would do anything and like he's not knowing what he's doing, Before you know it, B Lord made a post again and said some influential figures in Nigeria called him not to use the name and whatever. And VDM did not even talk about it for 2 days. He did not want to defend himself. But a lot of people, VDM's followers, they were laughing, and there's been a lot of fight online, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Very Dark Man made a video. You know him, right? What he said in his video is he was laughing at everybody who was badging him and saying his own is finished. The rattle is gone and all of that. And he keeps saying, because a lot of people who don't like him and who wants to take the opportunity to call him names and then say he's fighting the Igbos, he told them today that, of course, those ones, he's sorry for them, but because he understands them, he always make you understand that he's not fighting the Igbos, he's fighting individuals. And a lot of people rallied behind B Lord are those kind of people who don't like VDM and who generalize the whole fight as if VDM is fighting the Igbo community. VDM always distance himself from that. So he said a lot of things today and said he has his certificate. He asked B Lord to provide his certificate of trademark for registration and approval, which B Lord does not have. He does not have. First of all, VDM registered his company or his Rattle gang, the Rattle and Rattle, 3 names with the Rattle, in 2024, September. But B Lord came up in January 2026. But, I was looking at it online and laughing simply because I know very well that VDM cannot even start something like that without registering. And anybody who think that this guy is that dumb to get into social media with things without really keeping them safe, he doesn't know who VDM is. That means the person does not know who VDM is. And I think we can only learn from this, although there's nothing to learn apart from understanding things from how they are happening. Because Very Dark Man is that person that I follow every day. Every post he make, I follow and I see. And he's very radical. His words, when he counts for you and he knows that you did wrong and he wants to correct you and he wants you to learn, he will make you learn. He's not a bad person. I like VDM because everything he wants is for the betterment of the people. He's the person who stands for people who are being oppressed, people with no voice, people who are going through a lot, people who have been scammed. He is always there to support people genuinely. And for somebody like B Lord, I think he just did not play smart this time. But a lot of people thought he is smart. And I laugh because VDM is so smarter than any of those people. He will let you drag the rope, be happy, and he will come and shut down everything like he did today. So I think the only thing we learn from this is we should learn to be very careful how we do things and who we just rant behind and support on social media, because There are things that we just do because we hate somebody. There are things that we do because we want to buy a case, like buy enmity. These things, for me, on social media, it is not nice at all. It's not even something that we should be looking at. Like, you see somebody fighting somebody, and because you don't like this person, you will now join the person fighting the person. And at the end of the day, I've seen also a lot of people who will join fights because they just want to join fights and they don't like this person. And in the future, they will have something to do with that person they were ranting and insulting on social media. And in the future, they will have a lot to do where they'll come in contact with the person or the people or the company even that they've been bashing online. And this goes a long way to what we post on social media as well. There are people who travel, who ask for visa application, and people who even apply for jobs. I've seen a lot of people who lost their jobs or job opportunity because what they have been saying on the internet. Some would go and comment or post things against companies. But at the end of the day, you will find yourself 5 years after, 3 years after, or a few months after, and you will go and apply for a job in that company or have something to do with that company that will make the company even go back. They will look at those things and save them. What we post is, social media is like a public place, of course, and you have your timeline. What you do there, you should be very careful. So I just want to advise again, let's be very careful on social media and the way we talk, the way we fight. If it's not your fight, please let it be. If it's not anything that has to do with you, even if it has to do with you, I would suggest you take time and be cautious about the way you handle it in public, especially social media. Please, guys, let's take this advice and see how it's going to go, because Very Dark Man said this week is going to be long. He's going to handle B-Lord and his followers that have been bashing him and laughing at him. So now he's laughing at them because they are becoming the victims. Okay, guys, we're going to end here for today, and we expect to have more to talk about Very Dark Man. Of course, he's going to release more, and we're going to share with you. I hope you enjoyed the show. Just do me a favor by subscribing down below and commenting and liking and sharing the video. Have a nice day.